a question, like with that. Did
Yeah.
you notice? Because me and Lulu have been on a connection on and off. So I would notice before COVID, she would always complain about her relationship. She'd always be focused about others and their dynamics and how this person hurt her and how like this happened and this happened. But now I want to know,
I
and I
was
want
well.
like, how do you feel like your relationship changes, or like, did you lose people, or did you gain more people? Like, how did that dynamic help you when you resonated with who you are more in that solitude thing?
Well, you brought up an interesting point. The first thing is that I did lose some people. Yes, I
Yeah,
also did gain some people.
yeah,
And
I love.
this happened when I began to embrace solitude, when I began to reflect on my relationships. This year
Mm,
has been, the main theme has been relationships.
yeah.
What are my boundaries? How do I expect to be treated, but also how do others expect me to treat them?
Mm,
It forced me to revise or reflect on past relationships.
mm-hmm.
Of course, when you do that, you will notice patterns. You will notice repeating patterns.
Yeah.
And if you dismiss them and ignore them, these patterns will come back again.
Yep. Yep. Sadly, I know.
Yes, but the beautiful thing
Mm-hmm.
is that because I began this reflection process, because I am sitting with myself and reflecting honestly with
Mm,
Alaa, I feel like because you shed layers,
yeah.
your heart begins to open. And when that happens, somehow by some miracle, your relationships will also begin to improve.
Like the idea of frequency. Now that
Like
your
the idea
frequency
of
is close to
frequency.
how your heart, you're
Yes.
exactly tuning into more people, or like you're
Mm-hmm.
tuning in, or like sending that signal radio to people, like, hey, I'm that. I love that. Yeah.
I love that you bring up the idea of frequency, because it's like, okay, I want better. I want change. I
Hmm.
realize that there were unhealthy patterns in past relationships. What can I learn from that?
Yeah.
Maybe unconsciously, because I set that intention and I set it free, my frequency is beginning to change. It's beginning to shift.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful. Thank you, Solitude, for coming to visit me and for moving in.